Hi, I'm Josh, and this is Cars and Joshy. Hey, welcome to Cars and Joshy. If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. This time we're going to go with the 4L80 and Circle D torque converter. Go ahead and get the old one out, put the Circle D in, and see if I can't get the transmission situated and ready to get bolted up. So here we go. Yeah, I'm that anal about my garage floors. So I'm gonna stay as clean as possible if I can. Hey, that's surprising, didn't leak any. Got some new bolts with some Loctite. This is a stock 4L80. I don't see any leaking from the seal, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna leave it there. And since it's a stock 4L80, I don't know how long it's gonna last running with the supercharger and everything, but I'm just gonna run it till it breaks and then I'll have it rebuilt. I'm gonna try not to make a huge mess here. No guarantees. 3 times that it should go in some. I felt it twice. I just spin it and there it goes. That should be in there. There's 2 sets of splines and then a kind of a keyway cut out for the oil pump. That didn't spill too bad. Alright, so now that I got the torque converter in here, what I'm thinking is I'll raise it up with the engine hoist, move it up a little bit towards the overhead crane. Then I can go ahead and try and hook this hook up to here and then raise it up as high as it'll go, or as high enough to clear the engine. And then I think I'll have to pull the body, or I meant the chassis, over far enough where I can just lower it down with this and bolt it up to the back here. I think that'll work just fine. Alright, with the 80Es on the G-bodies, you gotta cut these ears off. So I'm gonna do it on both sides, just because I don't want to run into any issues with the long tubes or anything. I'm gonna cut this off, I'm gonna cut this off, and then we'll cut the same thing off on the other side. Oh, you baby. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blades. I definitely need a torch. Here's what the final product looks like. So when you look at it, it's a lot narrower than what it was. Looks a lot better. Shouldn't have any fitment issues with that. forgot to start the recording back before I started moving things, but y'all see I got it lifted here. I took it off of the engine hoist, raised it up with my overhead crane, and then I just pulled my chassis forward and stuck the transmission jack under there. So now I'm going to go ahead and lower this down onto the transmission jack. This is the Holley plate transmission mount. It's going to go on this way. Alright, found this on my shelf, and these two bolts were sitting right next to it, so I'm going to make an educated guess and say that's the ones that I was using. Tighten this down right here like this when I still have to get the supercharger and everything on up here. I want to leave this out of the way for now. Swing it back around. On these converters, they want you to have 1/8 of an inch pulled back out from the pump. So when you look at your spacing on your gap where you mount to the flex plate, I can already tell you that looks about 1/8 of an inch, and I haven't even pulled the converter out any. It's still all the way in. So I got 1/8 of an inch drill bit, and I mean it's right there. So what that tells me is if I go ahead and snug these bolts up without shimming it at all, it should be perfect, because it'll pull the torque converter back out 1/8 of an inch, exactly where it needs to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up there without any shims. I'm not gonna worry about shimming it, because it should pull it back out and be exactly where it needs to be. So we'll go ahead and work on getting these bolts in. Loctite on all of these. Alright, go rotate this. Alright, torque converter's on, 4L80 is on, and this thing is coming together now. well, I think that's all I have for this video. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this place up and push this chassis back up against the wall where it was. Get out of the middle of this bay. So, thanks for watching Cars and Joshy. Josh out.